Welcome back from the break. Now, there's some interesting dynamics that we're going to be talking about. The news coming up that Sinako is going to be doing with Dean TV. I also found out that she had heart surgery, mid-20s, heart surgery. There's a story here. Sinako, I need to know more about this. It's not very often that we see people with heart surgery at your age. Oddly enough, the other day in the office, I did notice something. There was a little bit of a scar on top here somewhere.
Yes.
But I didn't want to ask. But the fact that you said during the break, ask me about the heart surgery. I want to know all about it.
Well, thank you for bringing it up, but I just need to let you know, it was when I was a baby that I had the heart surgery. I was very, very small, you know. So it wasn't like yesterday, you know. But I do still have the scar. Yes. From the heart surgery. What happened was...
So was it something critical, obviously?
Yes, I was born with a hole in my heart. And so when I was a baby, they kind of let me grow a little bit, but then they decided that they have to operate because it was going to cause complications with my health. And
down the line, yes.
And possibly eventually death, you know. So I had to have the heart surgery, and you know, my mother was very scared. Families freaked out, praying the whole time because, you know, they don't know what is going to happen. And
25 years ago, the situation was perhaps a couple of steps behind from where we were today.
Yes.
So people panicked about things.
Exactly. People were not really as informed, you know, as they can be
now.
Today,
yes.
Yes. So yeah, I had the heart surgery, and now I am as fit as a fiddle and normal like everyone else.
So there are no remnants of this operation at all besides the scar?
Besides
and you've made a full recovery?
Made a full recovery. I am as healthy as anybody else my age. But I think it really is a reminder again to appreciate life.
Yes. It's a reminder, yes.
Yes. I mean, you know, because I believe you should never hide a scar because it's proof of something that could have killed you but didn't kill you, that you survived from.
This is another thing, Sinako. What we did in the past, they are scars. But if we embrace them, we actually learn from them. And I met a lady on the steps the other day as I was coming up to the studio, and she stopped me and said, I always wanted to meet you. And I said, why? And she said, because I watch you on TV.
Right.
And she gave me this whole story about what she does and how she does it. And she's into healing and those kind of things. And she spoke to me for about half an hour on the steps up, telling me about, you know, when you make mistakes and they're your past. If you embrace your shadows, she called it your shadows.
Yes.
You embrace your shadows, and what happens is you become free. You become free because now nobody can say, I know something about you that no one knows. I know why you don't want to talk about that.
Yes.
And why you don't. But guess what? You embrace your own shadows and nobody can do that to you. So you become free.
Absolutely.
You are free from your own prison. And I picked that up from you.
Absolutely.
You are free because you come to terms with everything around you.
I think you have to. I think it doesn't help in life to only embrace the things that feed your ego. Right?
Correct.
We all have a history, we all have a past, we all have scars, whether they are physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And I think you have to embrace it all because we spoke about earlier, you know, that there are no mistakes. And, you know, I think the best thing you can do in life is learn from what has happened and prepare yourself for what's about to happen, you know? I can't do anything about the fact that I have a scar, but I can definitely embrace that and share that as a story and inspire someone else. And that's all I ever want to do, is to inspire.
There are many people watching the show right now that have children that are going for similar operations. And perhaps this is a message to them, that you can turn out to be like Sinako one day.
You absolutely
Positive, past it, and that's what life's all about. The news is coming up, and the big news is that you're going to be on the news.
Yes.
So it was a long road for us looking at news presenters. They're not the easiest people to find. It's a specific art, it's a specific delivery, and a specific method of doing things. How do you feel heading into the news and making the news?
Well, I feel very honored and grateful for the opportunity, number one. And I feel as though it's something that it's a new challenge for me. It's something that I have to learn and sort of grow in and kind of sharpen my skills as I go along. But I think the best way to learn is to do. So I'm very ready to do this job, and I'm looking forward to...
I know eventually you're going to outgrow Dean TV. I know that.
Wow, well...
I come to terms with those things because there are bigger broadcasters around. But for me, it's important to play that role in that path.
Absolutely.
That's important. the fact that you would be with us for the next amount of time and that you became better because of the little things that you learned at the interview that made you someone else. That's important to me.
Absolutely.
That we develop that kind of thing. So I know that you're looking forward to this. I know Gavin's been chatting to you and he's been putting the pressure on you and then
Yes.
how's that going?
It's going great. Gavin is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to taking over from him. Kind of have big shoes to fill, but it's okay because we can grow into that. And so I'm looking forward to taking over from where he's going to leave. And
The last couple of days we also see you busy with trying to deal with editorial,
Yes.
scripting for the news and
Correct.
all those kind of things.
Yes.
That's a bit of a challenge, but how are you finding it? Do you find that dealing with the news itself makes you maybe more informed?
I think it makes me more informed, but it also kind of allows me to open up my brain and say, okay, there's so much happening in the world beyond my life, beyond our lives. And it's so interesting to be able to have different points of view on the news, on what's happening in the world, on current affairs. And, you know, you just open up your mind and you're able to think about so many issues in such an informed way, but also not just one-sided. And you can kind of look at different perspectives of different things. And you can chat.
It makes
and
you philosophical.
It makes you philosophical, and you can share with people. You can have intelligent conversations and even inspire people,
Yes.
you know, to also be aware of what's going on around them and around the world. And I think it's great. I mean, by 10 a.m., I know what's happening all around the globe.
Exactly.
So I think that's a wonderful experience. It's a lovely skill, you know, to be able to start improvising a conversation with anybody because I know the news.
Correct, yes.
Yes.
Sinako, you know, we all travel long roads in our lives and we go through many things, but when that happens, there are people around us that help us go through those things. The ups, the downs, and the issues, and the trivial issues, and the good and the bad. Who's that person for you?
Well, that would be my mother. I think
Do you have a message for her?
I do. I really am just so grateful to my mother for everything, and my father as well. I mean, both my parents. But I think it's a very sort of special bond, that mother-daughter bond, you know. I want to be like her when I grow up, you know.
Is she the one that sort of, as you're going along, maybe other people who tell you, I don't think that's possible what you want to do. Why are you still doing that? Would she be the one that would say, please continue, go for it?
It's actually interesting that you bring that up because my name, Sinako, Sinako means we can. That is the sort of direct translation of it.
So Obama stole your name then, the
I
campaign.
know,
Yes, we can.
right? I had it all the way in 1988, and
Yes.
Obama stole my name and made it his political campaign tagline, right? But I had it first, and I can always claim that.
Yes.
But yeah, Sinako means we can. And I think my mother's always instilled that in me. And funny enough, I was named after a school, which is interesting because I now have 2 degrees. So
Normally the school should be named after you.
this is correct.
You're
Maybe.
named after the school. Right, okay.
It's an ironic twist. But I think I've always had that kind of belief and encouragement that I can achieve and that I can
And
do.
that you will.
And that I will. And I want to carry that and live up to my name and inspire other people to also believe that they can do anything they want if they work hard, if they stay focused, and if they're passionate about it. And and I also think in the difficult times, I think our family is kind of our support structure. I've heard a quote saying that, you know, your family is a gymnasium for love.
Yes.
That's where you learn to love for the first time. And it's also where your love is tested for the first time because you don't always get along with your family. There are disagreements. There are kind of things that you are faced with challenges, but you love each other anyway. So you work out your love.
It's
You're like in a
unconditional.
gym for
It's
love.
unconditional.
Yes. And I think that builds you as a person when you come from a strong family because you know that you can handle a lot of things. You know that you have a support structure behind you. And it's something that kind of, it gives you that confidence to face the world and be okay with yourself and be able to embrace everything and anything that happens. So I'm very grateful to my family for that.
Correct, yes. So now I feel we've reached the end of the program. I know before the show you were telling me that, what are we going to talk about for 25 minutes? And 25 minutes is up. And it seems like down the line, I've got to catch up with you again. Thank you for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, that's Sinako, and a bit of a biography. Some of the things she never thought she was going to tell me, she's told me, as usual. Until next time, goodbye.